keep the music playing.
Day to you. It's the Zack Owen Show live. Terry Hunt sitting in one more day. Zack, of course, off with the travel club for trip number 45, and he'll be rolling back into Central Texas a week from this coming Monday. So you got Brian Brown coming up next week to kind of carry you through one more week, and then Zack will roll back all tanned and nice and with all kinds of good stories, of course. That's what he'll be doing. So thank you very much for waking up, and Zack, thank you for letting me be a part of that. Back at the Backyard Bar Station Grill, it's got to be the place where we've called home for quite a few months to enjoy this show and have fun. So no matter where you're finding us on YouTube, on Facebook, or whatever social media or podcast that your source that you're looking at, we appreciate you doing that. I enjoy doing this because this was one of the things that Zack and Jim did on the radio, and I could never steal it when I was a competitor because they had the market on it. Starting it just this way every day. Let's honor America with our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That is the way you started off, with a couple of legends, Charlie Daniels with the national anthem, and of course, John Wayne with our Pledge of Allegiance. We are glad to be back here. Friday means that we've got all kinds of good things going on for you. We welcome back in as we continue our series of things to do as we wind down summer, things to do for the remainder of the summer. And we've run into quite a few of these that Yeah, you've got summer things going on, but this is ongoing. So if for some reason you don't make it for the remainder of the summer, you can do it as you fall into fall and continue on, and we can just keep going with that as so much. Welcome in Coleman Curry from Urban Air. Thank you very much for being here, man. I appreciate you waking up and joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Let's talk about Urban Air. I think everybody knows basics on what it is, but when we get into the really roots of what it is just a place to go and have a great time, no matter what kind of skill level you may have at things.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So our goal really is to get kids off of their phone. Give them physical activity. I mean, in today's world, you walk around and go to restaurants and see, people just scrolling and doing that. So kind of take them back from technology a little bit. Again, give them a safe, clean place to go enjoy some time, burn some energy too, for the parents out there. But it's really been a blessing, being here in Waco and having the Urban Air over there and providing an outlet for people, not only at the park itself, but being, engaged in the community and giving them, giving back a little bit as well.
Have you always been in the Waco area? Did you grow up here?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I went to Midway High School.
All right.
Lived kind of in Crawford McGregor. I went off to Louisiana State University for college, and then came back to Waco and tried to work my way into the family business and have been here ever since. So.
Very good, very good. Urban Air, where did this one start for you? How did you get involved in this particular business?
Yeah, so back in October, I guess really August of 2023, we had a guy that we worked with for a while in the franchise world, previously with a company called Miraclear. And he was highly involved in that and had kind of been looking through some other opportunities that may be of value. And this one really stood out to us because, we're all big kids at heart. For people out there may or may not know my family or my dad or whatever, but we definitely are big kids at heart. So when the opportunity came out we started actually in Knoxville, Tennessee was our first park, but when we were approached with it, it was kind of a no-brainer. Again, it was not only a really unique business model where we can have interaction with young adults as well as the kiddos is what we call them, and seeing the smile on the faces when you walk in the door is just second to none. So. That's where it started. We were fortunate enough to be able to purchase Amarillo, Texas, as well as a couple of territories in the West Texas space. And given that we are Waco natives, it was really unique that, the phone call came around and said, hey, would y'all be interested in buying Waco and taking that over? And of course we said yes immediately. So,
well, yeah, because how cool is it to know that you're truly a part of the growth of the area you grew up in.
Oh, exactly.
And it's so cliche to say, well, we're giving back.
Yeah.
But you truly are bringing business, getting business, and starting with yours, there's going to be fringe businesses that are coming in as well.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we're in a great area, which helps. And so you can kind of see the growth firsthand. But giving back is a big term, but kind of vague as well. But at the end of the day, most of our staff is made up of young adults that are somewhere from sophomores to seniors in high school. Our goal really is to keep them off of Hewitt Drive, if you will. And no offense to those businesses, but
I understand. Yes.
It's the fast food lane that we've got over there, and our goal is we have a management training program, bring them in, kind of foster them and really help mold them into being off into society and being managers and or above, right? And so we love to promote within. We try to take young adults that have drive and show ambition and really mold that and use that to their advantage as well.
Coleman Curry with us today talking about Urban Air. Now, I know that before this we talked about it. Franchisee, and you have 3 franchises.
Yes, sir.
So in those 3, is it all the same type of footprint from Urban Air? Most of them are designed about the same?
Yeah, most of them. Waco is a little bit older of a park. It was one of the original, I think they started up in Kansas, and then kind of, they started as just a trampoline park,
right.
Which is great. But over time, it's become an adventure park. So that's where you start seeing the things like the Skyrider, and some of our other parks, we've got laser tag and we've got not go-karts, bumper carts, and some of those things. Waco, we'd like to bring some of that to the area. I'm not going to put a deadline on it or anything, but there's
somebody's going to hold you to it. Then.
Exactly.
You said by January of 2027. Now,
exactly
where is
right.
it?
Yeah. So don't want to do that by any means, but you see the value in it, and as they continue to innovate, we want to stay there with them. So it's really unique.
Before we get too deep in this, remind people how they can find out more about what's going on at Urban Air.
Yeah, we've really tried to make a push for our social medias. You can find us at Urban Air Waco on I guess it's called X now. I think we've got one of those. I know we have a TikTok. I don't, but the park does. Instagram is a big deal, of course, and Facebook. But yeah, just go to the website. I mean, it'll take you everywhere you need to go. You can get tickets online. You can book parties. You can book events. All that good stuff, or contact the park directly.
All right, very good, very good. Easy to find all of the information. Somebody who's never been, describe what happens when you walk in the door. What's the first thing that you got to do when you go in?
I think the first time I walked into one, I was kind of blown away. You hear about it and you have this understanding just because they're popular enough that you kind of know what they are. But we've got the stigma of trampoline park, oh yeah, we're going to the bounce house is what some of my friends say to give me a hard time. But it's not that at all. I mean, when those doors open up and it really takes you back a little bit. You've got kids coming through the air on the Skyrider and, running around with an icy and, it's just immediately puts a smile on your face and gives you an opportunity to kind of go back to your childhood a little bit as an adult now and as a parent. And then watching the kids come through the door, it's just like you can't contain them, the energy. We require that you have special socks that have grippies on the bottom so you don't slip and fall all over the place.
Like hospital socks for us old people.
Yeah, exactly. But they're branded and they're cool. I'll have to get you a pair. I've got
plenty, but that's okay. we won't go into the reasoning, but anyway.
Yeah, there you go. No, so it's fun to watch them run around, and they come with their socks already from the time before, and the parents, we go find them to give them the wristband. Basically, we're like, yeah, he's a member, or we know him or her, and go chase them down. So it's just really cool.
Very neat. I like that. I like that. And when you got into the business, again, you mentioned the stigma was just trampolines. Mm-hmm. Was that kind of the idea that a lot of people have still today, even with the advertisement and everything that's going on around Urban Air?
Yeah.
There's still that I guess people just don't understand enough about it.
Yeah, and that's probably accurate. I mean, we try to do a better job of explaining it when we're in the moment talking to people so they understand that, it is more. And Waco, again, being an older park, really has more of that trampoline base to it. But we still have a Skyrider, we still have the walls, we still have, plenty of activities where you can go, dodgeball, which is my personal favorite, on trampolines, which I never thought would. Yeah, it gets a little wild in there. But yeah, so no, it can become so much more as well, and you get as much out of it as you put in.
I like that. And again, if you've never been, you've got to go, because
100%.
It's kind of what you make it. You can kind of make up your own games. You can do whatever you want there. You have parties there. You can do birthdays, all kinds of things.
That's really our specialty. We take a birthday party for a kiddo and try to give them their best day ever is what we kind of the coined phrase that we've got. And we try to live up to that as well. And all that means is that we take a potentially stressful thing for mom or dad or grandma or whoever it is, and with the planning and the setup and the venue and all that stuff, and we want you to come to our venue and basically we do everything for you. So we've got food. We have a cafe. It's got pizzas and fries, and we've got churro bites now, which are my favorite. I think I've coined myself the unofficial icy taste tester. So every time I'm there, I got to make quality check, of course.
But what a tough gig.
Oh man, it's tough on the old waistline.
Oh yeah, I understand. So, yes, yeah. I did radio, and Zack will tell you too that people would bring food in. You're like, oh come on, get on the air. Yeah. Well, the problem is the food they're bringing is great in the morning.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, you're kind of uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. Instant regret. No. So yeah, it provides kind of the template for a wonderful time. I think our packages start at the birthday kiddo, and then 9 of his friends or whoever it may be. Parents are welcome to be there, and that's where it starts for the kiddo. We've got a party coordinator that stays with them the entire time, make sure that they are having their best day ever, and get to do. They have priority on all the attractions, is what we call them. And then for the parents, one thing we've really tried to do, especially in Waco, is give them an area where the kiddos can be off doing their thing. They can either be working, we've got Wi-Fi, of course. We've got some quiet areas that they can go take advantage of. But we also have, I'm a college football guy, baseball, kind of all the sports. And we've got a big, projector up on the wall that's got multiple screens. We got TVs everywhere, and we do sell adult beverages now, just to, kind of let them let loose a little bit too. So we try to get it to where it's all encompassing.
I love that. Again, it's a great place. And again, for people who've never been there, this is a very unique place to take the kids.
Yes, sir.
And you can do it with just your family, or you get your kids to bring some of their friends. There's just so much to do, and it's great to watch kids there because they'll make friends with everybody that's out there having fun. That's exactly
right. Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest things to watch firsthand is, you've got a group of kids playing and maybe one off on their own that's, not so involved, and, almost immediately they kind of find each other and start having a great time. But it's not just for the kiddos. I really want to put some emphasis on that, because what shocked me the most is, like, we've got several Baylor sororities that come over and have team building events. It's been really cool to see, and I think they probably have more fun than some of the kiddos on field trips or whatever, because they understand how they can make the most of it just as much as anybody.
Well, and when you get to be a certain age, after you get out of that kid thing, and if you're upper end in college, you still want to have Christmas and fun on Christmas morning with all the cool things, exactly. But you also realize you've got to be responsible and start thinking about the future.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Lets people kind of relive and be a little younger at times than they need to be in society. That's a terrible way to say that, but you know what I mean too.
Yeah,
that they don't have to be. They don't have to be on a clock at that point.
Exactly. You can still, you'll catch me out there jumping on the trampolines. Don't tell anybody of my, staff. I don't want them looking at the video footage. But yeah, it really is. It's fun. It puts a smile on my face every time. Every once in a while I'll go grab a dodgeball and maybe throw it at somebody and, try not to get knocked out. But yeah.
You were one of the guys in high school that banged all the underclassmen, were you?
No. Well, at least I'm not going to say on the air.
Well, very good. That will take us to our first break. We'll be talking about all kinds of things. We've got cool things coming up today. We'll be finding out what's going on in Music City News. We've also got some things to talk about today in history. We'll do that. But let's take a break first, and we'll come right back with Coleman to talk more Urban Air right here after this break.
Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress. It's like a wearable hug for your nervous system that helps you calm down and feel better. The Apollo wearable will send gentle vibrations to your body, like a song you can feel instead of hear. You feel better, you sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
When you learn a language with Babbel, you start a journey that takes you further and further. Anytime and anywhere you wish. It's easy and fun. Broadens your horizons and keeps your brain fit. A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry for its dedication to helping individuals with bad credit secure loans. By making timely repayments, borrowers can gradually repair their credit history, thereby increasing their chances of securing better loan terms in the future. BadCreditLoans.com serves as a beacon of hope for those with bad credit. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Did you know nearly all stock price changes of 10% or more result from a single news headline? These news catalysts create trading opportunities every day. All you need is a little help to reach out and take them. It doesn't matter if your investment budget is small or big. All you need is Benzinga Pro and its powerful news alerts, price tracking, and portfolio monitoring. Subscribe now, and we'll skyrocket your portfolio today.
I've always had thin hair my whole life. It breaks off at a certain length. In the last 6 months, I've noticed it just really bad. I mean, you could totally see it. I wear a hat a lot. I tried several different products. My experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
Back once again at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zack Owen live show, and having fun talking about Urban Air. Coleman Curry. Coming up, we'll be talking to Lizzie B. Have you been to Urban Air and done some trampolining and jumping and running? And the one thing that maybe you caught, we talked about this earlier. I'm not a big heights guy. Okay, and are you okay with heights?
I'm fine with heights.
Okay,
but I have not been, and I would love to. You know, now that I'm not a full-time student, I'm going to have a lot more time to discover all the things happening in Waco.
Good, very good. Yeah, the tour around and stay home. One thing that when you leave an area and you go somewhere new to move, and you may have found that when you were going to different areas and different parks to check on them. You want to see what's going on in that area, and then you get back home, you're like, man, I just haven't spent as much time here as I'd like.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of things to do locally, and that's why we're glad that Coleman, you're here to talk about Urban Air, because that is one of the fun things to do. Now, we've been talking about kids, we've been talking about younger audience and things like that. Grown-ups like me with bad knees can still come out and have a good time.
Absolutely.
And businesses who you were talking about team building with the fraternities and sororities. Team building could be with an office or a business that's right here in Waco as well.
That's exactly right. So yeah, it's important to get back to that a little bit. You know, it's not just the kiddos, it's not just the sororities. You know, kind of the younger crowd. We do offer team building events or the space to have it. I mean, you know, fortunately, we've got a pretty big box over there. So even if you're not going to get on a trampoline or throw a dodgeball or get on the Skyrider, which, you know, hopefully we can talk about that a little bit more later. But, you know, it's still a place that you can go. Clean, safe, kind is our motto there. And, you know, we've got a great staff that's very welcoming. We try to, whatever your organization is or event is, we try to mold that experience around you. You know, if you'll give us information that, you know, kind of how you want it to go, absolutely we'll cater to you.
So you got to build it. We can say, hey, here's my ideas. Can you help me with this?
Exactly.
You can direct them on where they need to go to get it all put together.
Right. Yeah, that started with, you know, when we have field trips, which again, here we go with the kiddos, but it started there because we really wanted to be educational as well. So, you know, it's not just come jump on a trampoline. It's not just come get an icy. It's, we wanted it to be more than that. So we follow a curriculum. We actually had a curriculum developed for us that allows us to kind of, you know, work with the local schools and whatever it may be to be more educational as well with activities. So it's a great time. But we can do that with businesses as well. So
Sunday school classes, all kinds of things.
Exactly.
Nonprofits.
Nonprofits. Yeah. There you go. Sunday schools, churches are a big deal for us. And then all the way into the first responder groups, you know, just somewhere where you can come and not necessarily think about work but, you know, be around your colleagues and, you know, kind of out of the workplace and maybe, you know, help that team building, you know, train, get down the tracks.
Does it surprise you when you have, and I don't want to put anybody in any kind of a box, but us older people, do you find that the competitive edge immediately comes back on that when you start doing some of those things with older people they want to compete against their coworkers and they want to be the best at it. Do you see that start to develop when they walk in?
100%. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, like we have arcades as well, which is kind of silly to even bring up, but it's amazing. Like you'll get, the multiplayer arcades, and I'll catch grandparents over there, battling it out against each other. I'm like, oh man, this is going to get wild.
I love it. Yes.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
And so let's talk about, we talked about the kids, but the us adults, baby boomers are the biggest part of the population right now.
That's exactly right.
And what do your doctors tell you? They tell me, stay in shape, be active, get out. This is a perfect place to go to do that. We had the mall walkers at one time. Take it a step further and go to urban air, because there's so much to do and so many ways to stay healthy. And you can help them with a regime for whatever. If their doctor says, hey, I need to do this more, get my heart rate up. Well, we can help you with this and this and this. That's a great place for that.
That's exactly right, yeah. And we see that whenever, grandparents or, kind of just say parents and above come over and they start engaging with their kiddos as well. And you start to see them go, that's all it takes. I mean, it's activity.
Well, and I grew up in the time, and being one of the older ones here, where only the rich kids had a trampoline in their backyard. It was not something that everybody had when we were growing up. So now that it's more of a common thing, and it's so much safer than just bouncing in a backyard and flying off and catching the springs, it's really a great place to go back and be a kid again if you want to.
That's exactly right. So, it's a unique opportunity. It probably is there's more to it than I originally thought. But we've seen, through people just coming in and kind of giving us suggestions and or through our own organic ideas and trying to provide something for everybody. It's created something pretty special.
So what are the various activities when you go in that you can do?
Again, age dependent a little bit. I catch myself or parents and grandparents out there on the trampolines. Waco's a little bit different because, again, it is one of the older parks, so it's trampoline dominant. But probably my favorite would be the Skyrider, and anyone can get on that for the most part. I mean, there are some restrictions, but for the most part, anyone can get on it. And think of an indoor zip line. So, I mentioned it earlier, when you walk through the doors, you're going to see someone flying by. Of course, it's at a safe distance, but I'll get on it and just have a blast and keep going around and around as long as they'll let me. Usually they kick me off after a couple and they're like, hey, let the customers do this. But no, things like that, that's kind of where it starts. You've got everything. In Waco, we're fortunate we've got an area for the younger kiddos as well. We call it a soft play area. And it's got slides and all sorts of fun stuff over there for them to run around and get their movements going. And then you kind of go over to the trampolines. We've got a basketball, a couple basketball goals that you can dunk on and do some fun stuff and kind of working your way around. You've got dodgeball, which is, again, a hit, depending on who you are, but almost everyone.
Yes, I like that, yes.
Yeah, and we've got a warrior course is what it's called. So talk about activity. I mean, like me, after having one too many ices, I'll get winded just going through there, but it's competitive as well, which I love. We're big fans of promoting success and that competitive nature. So we try to have competitions where whoever gets to go through it or whichever kiddo goes through it fastest, or parent, you can win a prize. Sometimes it's ices, sometimes it's Dippin' Dots, whatever it may be. But it's not, of course, arcades, but it's not just the one thing. We don't.
Right.
Fortunately, we don't have people that come in and say, oh, there's just not enough to do. I mean, it's everything you want it to be.
Right, yes. Not going in and just going, this is it, and walk out.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got to take a break and check with Lizzie B, but average time of a person there, do you have that down to?
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah, is where we like it. That means that you've kind of spent some good time there. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got people that stay 2, 3, 4 hours. It's an all-day play kind of a pass. So when you come in our doors, you're welcome to stay as long as you want to.
I love it. Okay, yeah, and then be carried out later because those kids.
could be.
I love watching the kids at things like that. They play hard, and when it's time, boom, they're done.
That's exactly right.
And then you got to carry them out.
And coming out look very, very different.
I bet it does. All right, we're going to jump ship here for a second and go over and talk to Lizzie B and find out more about what's going on in Music City today. What's happening there? Big weekend, to understand, right?
Absolutely. There's a lot of events happening in country music in general. So, after 4 decades, the MTV Music Video Awards finally added a country music category. The VMAs have been around since 1984, and this is the first year that artists from the country genre will be listed as nominees and able to win awards. You can catch this 2025 VMAs on September 7th from New York. Also, the Country Music Association will announce nominees for the 59th CMA Awards during a live stream on Facebook and YouTube on September 8th. The 59th CMA Awards will be live November 19th on ABC and will stream the following day on Hulu. Finally, the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame in Carthage is kicking off its 28th Classic Country Music Festival today. The John Ritter Tribute Showcase will feature 30 finalist performers competing for the title of 2026 Texas Hall of Fame Ambassador. Fans in attendance will get to vote on their favorite, so it's a really interactive experience. I'm Lizzie B at the Backyard with your Nashville news, and I'll see you next time.
All right, we'll be talking to you in a few minutes anyway again, but let's go ahead and talk about, because today we're going to talk about some things that are the celebration of today, international this, international that. I'm a dog person. Are you a dog or cat person?
Absolutely. Dogs all the way.
I know that you are both, all dogs, pets, and things like that, but today is International Cat Day.
Yay!
Are you celebrating in any special way?
Oh, hard. I'll be feeding all of the strays at the backyard.
From now on, too, right?
Probably.
Yes, once you get it started. Yes, what a way to break in the new living quarters. You moved, now you're going to bring in all the cats.
Yes.
You'll be that strange cat lady down the road.
Hey, if I pay rent for one, that means they're all covered, right?
Yes. Right.
Gross. Gross.
National Frozen Custard Day. Frozen custard?
I'm a fan.
Frozen
Absolutely.
custard?
Look at me.
Years ago, we didn't think certain places had frozen custard. You thought it was more ice cream. But we have learned over the time that it's a frozen custard. And we get to celebrate that. National Pickleball Day. Are you a pickleball person?
Hey, I'm trying to get into it. Yeah.
Really good.
Talk about activity. I mean, that's a good time.
I want to. I'm just too old. Bad knees, but if you don't play hard at it, and I have some friends that do that, and they keep saying, "Come on out, come on out."
You should try it.
Yeah, I may have to. And you, are you a pickleball person?
Just play tennis. What are we trying to do here? Just play tennis.
I agree. I agree.
All right, no, wait. Okay.
It's just a new fad. You have to go buy new paddles, new equipment. No, just play tennis.
All right, then I'll take it a step further, which doesn't take nearly as much activity. Where am I going, Kevin? Ping pong. It's the same thing. There's not as much moving. You're doing this.
Table tennis, yeah. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
That's like miniature pickleball.
Listen, I've been to China. Like ping pong
I know. They're
can
tough
be
there.
a workout.
Yeah.
But there's a reason I'm not in the Olympics. There's a reason that when I go play golf, I'm not on the PGA. I don't play the length of the course, I play the width. Yeah. Okay, so make sure. Yeah. National CBD Day, which can be controversial with some people.
Yeah.
I first saw this and I went, oh, it's National Charlie Daniels Band, but no, I had the letters back, so I apologize for that. What is National, is it Mochi?
Mochi, I believe.
What is that?
It's a Japanese treat.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's
really?
like
You
rice
like it?
gummy with like ice cream in the middle.
Tell me more about it. It's a treat.
So
okay, what kind of treat is
They've got a picture of it up on the screen, but it's like a rice gummy wrapping, and then they cover it in like starch so they're not sticky. But the inside is like frozen delights, like it's little ice cream flavors.
Really?
And so typically the ice cream flavor matches the like rice gummy covering.
Kind of like a Turkish delight. Kind of like a Turkish delight.
But they're cold, they're frozen.
Yeah, when there's ice cream, it's great.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about like just the mochi stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little off-putting, but hey.
Okay.
Yeah, teach
All
their
right.
own.
And one that should be happening every day, Happiness Happens Day.
Love that.
And we all just stop. I love it.
Yeah.
Happiness
No one
happens,
smiles.
and we're all, the mind goes the same way. It's like, Am I happy?
That's so true.
Silence spoke volumes at that point. All right. It's an observant to promote finding joy in some of the small moments, like taking kids to urban air, grandparents taking their grandchildren to urban air, and then they start playing. That's
exactly
how
right.
happiness happens. Let's take a quick break. We need to do that, and then we'll come back and talk more about urban air. We've got all kinds of things to talk about as we continue on with things to do for the remainder of the summer right here in Waco.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, the world's leading pet DNA service.
I don't know, if Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. Bubble allows you to make it real and for it to actually work. So I feel like Bubble bridges that gap and being able to give people the opportunity to make their ideas come to life really quickly too. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built and have the control over it.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Hi, I'm Jo from Face Theory. You're going to want to have a specific goal for your skincare routine. What do you want to achieve? Active ingredients are really strong, and if you're using too many at once, your skin can get overwhelmed. Don't overspend on products. Choose products that have scientific research behind them. At Face Theory, if you're not happy with a product, just say so, just give us a shout and we'll give you your money back, no problem.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak That Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone and then you're gonna use the Kodak Photo Print app. It's going to print you a 4x6 photo. I am just in awe. I love how these turned out. Also, the printer comes with a free cartridge of 10 photo sheets. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Back once again right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Zack Owen Show Live. Thank you, Zack, for letting me fill in while you're enjoying a little vacation time. Vacation trip for the Travel Club. His and Jim's Travel Club number 45, basically touring the Mediterranean. So that's pretty cool stuff to do. So congratulations on the fun that he's having. And Zack, hello, we miss you. We'll see you back here in another week or so. We're talking with Coleman Curry about urban air. And we just kind of laughed about some of the faces and things you see when people come in. I would imagine anybody that comes in that doesn't know has that wide-eyed look when they walk in. I don't say deer in the headlights, but it's got to be something like that.
Yeah, you know, it's the parents, it's probably a little bit more stress coming in because the kids are getting a little wild getting out of the car. They're excited, hopefully. And, you know, they get in the door, take off. We kind of, you know, from then we like to take it and say, hey, we got this. You know, you go do your thing and we'll take care of the kiddos. And then you see that sense of relief. And then, like you said, we talked earlier about, you know, it looks very different coming in versus leaving. And, you know, they're all wild and, you know, going crazy, and then on the way out, they're usually asleep over a shoulder or being carried. You just never know. So,
and that's got to be tough on the grandkids carrying their grandparents out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I need to save one of those videos if we get one. No, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun to be a part of, and really have enjoyed the time that we've had, and we've got an unbelievable staff, so it makes it a lot easier.
Remind everybody once again how to contact you and stay in touch. We want to make sure we hit that enough so people know. And again, being in Waco, it's kind of hard to believe you may not know exactly how to get in touch and see it. You've got to see it when you drive by all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So for those that don't know, it's located over by the Richland Mall, 5701 West Waco Drive. And so you'll see the signage, hopefully. And it's, we've, again, fortunate enough to be in a pretty good centralized location for Waco. But that said, if you haven't driven by and you want to look it up, I mean, of course, we start on Google. You can find us there pretty easily. It's got our number. And then you've also got the social medias and then Facebook's, which I guess is social media, and then, of course, our website. So a range of areas that you can get a hold of people and get your birthday booked or event booked, or, just come and see us.
How young can kids come in? How young can they be to do some of the things?
Yeah, so my VP of Ops is kind of testing this right now. He's got a couple really young kiddos, and he brings his son over there he started bringing him when he was 18 months old and still had some activity. I probably would recommend 2.5, 3 if they're advanced. We do have height requirements for some of the attractions. So, you need to be up in the 5, 6-year-old range to start, taking advantage of those, depending on how tall you are. And, it's for safety purposes, obviously. So, all the way up from there. We talked earlier, you can kind of start at that level. We really cater to the 4 to 14 as kind of our target demographic, but, guys like me and you can go have a great time.
And parents in this day and time, unfortunately, are concerned about security. But once you get in there, your guys, gals, you take care of things. It is a good, secure place to go. This is not where just weirdos can come in or things like that.
That's exactly
you guys
right.
Take care of this like it's your own family when people come in.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you have to. It's, again, in today's world with kind of all the AI stuff and everything else, I mean, it gets scarier and scarier. And, speaking as a parent, it's a little bit worrisome, but we've got such a great staff that has an understanding of where we are today, that allows us to give comfort to those parents and grandparents, whoever it may be. And, fortunately, we haven't had any incidences and things like that, but it's because we pay attention.
Well, and I think the reputation that Urban Hair has, not just in Waco, but all over, your franchises and all the other ones, is that parents who have a child invited to a birthday party with another parent don't worry about just turning their kid loose to another parent to go over there. They're going to be taken care of and have a great time.
That's exactly right. Yeah, no one, I like to say this in reality, it should be true, but no one comes in and out of our doors unless we know them. Again, they become a part of the family, and that's our goal anyway. And we've got people manning the front all the time for multiple reasons, but one of them is to make sure that, if there's a kid that walks in, he doesn't walk out with somebody else, he or she doesn't walk out with somebody else. So it's important to pay attention, keep your eyes up is what we tell our staff. But there's that clean, safe, kind mantra that we have. It's a clean place. It's definitely a safe place, and we try to be kind.
And that's one of those things that 15 years ago you wouldn't be talking about.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be thinking about that, but it is part of the conversation. And credit to you, your staff, and just the way you take care of business there to keep it safe and secure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's and of course we also partner up with the local law enforcement as well, as much as we can. At the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen, but we want to make sure that this takes priority where it can, and we treat it all instances or with severity if it needs to be. So again, fortunately here in Waco, it's a pretty safe community, and we don't have to worry about it as much. But we still pay attention. It's important.
So when you have some of these companies, because we talk kids a lot, but we want to go back to talk about adults, not just young adults, but older adults, grandparents, and you see that is there a business group that does, what am I trying to say? Like car dealers, if car dealers come in for team building, are they more competitive than, say, teachers or something like that? Is there a more competitive group that you've seen of adults?
I tell you, those teachers, They'll surprise you.
Can they be vicious?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've seen some nasty dodgeball fights. Yeah, like we got to make sure the kiddos aren't on the dodgeball or in the dodgeball area.
That's great.
Yeah.
I guess thinking back that teachers would love to take the shot at a principal, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. There's some pent up frustrations in there. I'm not going to say names or anything like that, but no, it's funny to watch. I mean, or funny to be a part of. You end up in the crosshairs sometimes, and it's all fun, but fun and games. No, it's even if they don't partake in the activities that we necessarily have, it's still a good community center is what we try to promote anyway. So like you said, car dealers is a great one. We try to host community-based events where it allows other people to come in, local businesses or even national businesses to send representatives and brainstorm and shoot ideas around it just at a place where you're not going to get bothered by anything else.
Well, and here we are. We're winding down the summer, and that's what the theme is all about, is getting things to do as you wind down the summer. But you're here all the time. I would assume as we start some of the holiday things now, okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and start with Halloween parties and things like that.
Absolutely.
Then kids in classes will have certain Christmas parties, but birthday parties are something also too. But there's activities all the time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So birthday season really is kind of here / coming up. So we stay pretty booked on birthdays. Again, the experience kind of speaks for itself. Once you've experienced it, it's hard not to come back for. But events, that's coming around the corner. Our spring events is usually our busier time with field trips and things like that. Toward the end of the school year. But as far as community, engagement, kind of community events, it's just as busy, and there's plenty of things to do that we offer, really throughout the year. But you're right, the fall is definitely a busy time.
What is something that maybe is a preconceived idea that people may have that you want to expound on and let them know that no, this is what we do, this is how it works?
Yeah, I think it's kind of twofold answer there. First of all, it's not just a trampoline park. We've gone through that a little bit, and hopefully we've shed some light on, there are other activities to do there, if not just a fun place to be and watch a game and, maybe crack open a cold one if you're of age. But we also do our best to be very involved in the community as well and try to promote that community environment with other people. So, actions speak louder than words, and that's how we like to keep it. So we try to make a very conscious effort toward that and be out in the community with our staff and hopefully kind of create that sense of community again. It feels like we've lost that a little bit over the years, and it's something that's very important to us. So we're a little bit bigger, than just the brand necessarily. Right. We're local. That's what's really important to us, is that we keep a local footprint, whether it's in Knoxville or Amarillo or here in Waco, especially because, we live here. But, we still want to be a very active member of our society.
And people will see you out. Again, it's one of the things that we would always say with our nonprofit is, look, we live, work, and worship in this area. Yeah. And you'll see people out away from your business.
That's exactly right.
And I would venture a guess that 99% of the time they will come up and go, gosh, what a great time. Thank you, for doing that. And it's something that is needed here to have controlled good things for kids to do.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and again, in today's world where technology is kind of taken over and continues to do so, our goal is to, we do have some things that are technologically based, to keep score of what you're doing and things like that, but it gets you off of a tablet, it gets you off of a screen. Maybe those kiddos or young adults that are a little bit more introverted, you bring them to an urban area, it's amazing how fast that they'll go blossom and get, like we were talking about earlier, go catch another group of kids and just have a great time.
How satisfying is that to see the kid that is locked into something, or maybe you can see is not here with a big group, a smaller group, and I don't want to say standoffish, but you know what? How satisfying is it to see suddenly you look over and they're in the midst of kids that they don't even know, and having the biggest grin and just loving it.
It really, satisfying may be underselling it. It's I'll never forget, walking into a park and seeing a kiddo sitting by himself at a table, and mom was up getting a drink from the cafe or something, and I try to make it a point not to leave anyone out, kind of a deal. We've got no kid left behind. is very important to us because we've got that sense of community in there, and we can provide that. So, it's this instance in particular, went and sat down and you just started talking to him, and very introverted, of course, and I'm a stranger as well, but go get him an icy. That always breaks the ice. No pun there.
That'll break the ice with me, but that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah. So, and then immediately you can see him light up a little bit and start to feel like he's got somewhere to go, and off they go.
Do you, in that situation, I'm sure your staff does, this is kind of a redundant question, lead these kids and do things with them to kind of get them going, and then you just kind of step away and let them just continue the fun?
That's exactly right. Yeah. So we kind of have an in-house rule, at least with our parks, that we want to talk to every parent or kiddo every single day. So whether it's with kiddos, it's a little bit different because they're running around crazy, having a blast, screaming and whatever. And so, in passing, we try to say hello, or can I do anything to help you? Of course, be nice and all that. But talking to the parents is more valuable than you think it is as well, or at least than I thought. And it's because you start to understand that they have lives too, and they may be stressed out at home, and this could be an avenue for them to kind of let some of that go and all that. So the interactions are very important, and we try to take social cues and hopefully cater to them a little bit individually. And like you said, it's very often that one of our staff members, again, we have a great staff, so it's easy in this one, but they'll take a kid and say, hey, let's go get on the Skyrider and get them up front and kind of treat them almost like a VIP, even though we don't really call it that. It's just more of a, hey, let's go do something and lead them around and show them a good time.
Just doing their job.
Exactly.
That's what I like. Great training. So what is your favorite thing to do when you go there?
Ooh, well, now...
And leave the ices out,
okay?
Because you've mentioned, that's been a theme with you, have been ices quite a bit. So I know where that is.
Yeah.
Besides ices, what is your favorite thing to do at Urban Air in Waco?
Yeah, Urban Air Waco, I would say we've got Golden Tee now, which sounds silly. It's an arcade game. So I start there, and then of course you turn around and you've got all the attractions behind you. So take the shoes off, put your Urban Air socks on, and just start bouncing from one block to another, and eventually make my way around the park. I try to make it a point to hit everything while I'm there. Favorite would probably have to be the Skyrider. It's that sense of freedom. You're flying through the air. It's very safe. It's a good time. It's not overwhelming by any means, but you're kind of flying over the park and you can see everything, and my staff probably doesn't like it when I'm up there because I may notice a couple things when I'm up high.
Yes, you're the eye in the sky.
That's it.
I love it.
I think I just revealed my secret.
That's that's all right. I won't say anything. I got to do again, we talked about this earlier, that I have a fear of heights. I don't think that's a secret that we've kept here any. And I did the zip lining for the first time earlier this year in Honduras. And so I'm thinking, okay, conquer it, get on it, hang on, and just go zzz, and you're done.
Yeah.
No, we went up this mountain, and it was 16 separate zip lines to get to the bottom. After you get about 10, the fear's gone, but you're just dragging.
Yeah.
Like, get me to the bottom of this thing.
I did not sign up for this. Yeah. Ours is just one. So you're welcome to come by.
But I can do it 16 times.
You can do it. Yeah, absolutely. You know what?
That's what it takes to get me doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And again, the things that are offered there, it's not just a playground thing. This is a totally different experience. And it's a full package for kids, no matter what they're doing. If they're an introvert, if they're an extrovert, it's great. And I'm sure you see that with some parents as well that may be taking their kids, if it's a blended family or something like that, and maybe the dad or the mom is not as close to the child as they want to, but they get them in there and suddenly it is a true family having fun.
Yeah, again, it becomes a family community environment within the park itself. And it's fun to watch too when you put people in that environment where it is clean, safe, and kind, they kind of start upholding that and start living it a little bit more. And people that don't necessarily know each other sit at tables across and turn around and they're talking to each other and making conversation. And even introverted people that maybe members we've seen in there for quite a while, they start finding their way a little bit too. So yeah, it's more than just a playground. It's more than just a trampoline park. It can be as much as you want it to be, like we said.
So talk about what's coming up. What's coming up? I know you're going to be getting into back to school hours and things like that.
Yeah, back to school hours. We've got a couple birthday promos that we're running as the season comes around. Look, we know things are expensive. We want to make sure that your child or whoever it may be can have their best day ever as well. So please be on the lookout for those on social media. The back to school hours, I probably will go ahead and read those off just for the listeners that we may have that that care. You can find these online as well. Those are going to start next Thursday. So we'll start going Monday through Thursday, 4 to 8 p.m., Fridays, 4 to 9 p.m., Saturdays, 10 to 9, and Sundays, 12 to 8. So, we always have homeschool jump as well. Those are going to be from 2 to 4 on Wednesdays and Fridays. That's becoming more popular, the homeschooling environment. And so we want to make sure that they have time to come enjoy as well. And not that they get special treatment by any means, but we love to see them there and talk about a sense of community and activity. It's really fun to watch those kids. Jumperoo is a little bit on the younger side, but we still have that weekly as well. That's going to be from 10 to 12 on Wednesdays and Fridays. So we try to use those times where it's not as busy on a weekend, not as busy on a weekday that we bring in our groups and give them, kind of a little bit more limitless access to the park, where it's not as congested. So
very good, very good. Once again, tell people how they can stay in touch and find out all this information. Sometimes we get spoon-fed a lot of information, hard to remember. Social media, the best place to go?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's probably the first place to go. We've really put emphasis on that just because of how prevalent it is in the world today. But our website is just as good. You can find, as soon as you go on Google, you can find where we're located as well as the main number. And then, if you have a birthday and want to get that going, you can book online or you can call the park and they'll get you set up. And I mean, heck, you can even just come in and see us
and get it customized to what you're looking for, which is what you were saying earlier.
Exactly. We can do pretty much anything and everything you want to do. We'll even help decorate and take down. I mean, it's all the stress off the parent, and that goes for events as well. I mean, we try to make everyone feel like they're a VIP for the day, and especially on those events and birthdays.
I love it. I love it. We've got one more task for you ahead here, just a second, but let's go ahead and check out with Act Locally Waco News, because I know you like to be in on the joke of the day too. So Lizzie B is back to get this, and then we'll all be amazed at his comic timing.
Absolutely.
We'll find out, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
There's a lot going on around town this Saturday, August 9th. First, the Advocacy Center Waco is hosting Family Fun Day in Limestone County. Family Fun Day will be at Mejia City Park tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. with free lunch, water balloon wars, mini games, and so much more you don't want to miss out. If you're unable to make the trip out to Mejia, the Goodwill on New Road is having a huge Baby Palooza and diaper donation drive tomorrow, August 9th, starting at 10 a.m. Baby Palooza was established to support infants and caregivers in our area, so it is the one-stop shop for connection, care, and community resources. This is also an amazing opportunity to give back where it is needed most. The diaper donation drive benefits the Waco Diaper Bank, restocking their shelves with vital necessities for infants and caregivers in Waco. Finally, the Texas Rangers are hosting Baylor Night on Saturday, August 9th to celebrate their favorite Baylor Bear, Cody Bradford. Community ticket purchases will come with a special edition jersey that has the Rangers logo in green and gold. Come early, sizes are limited, and sick 'em Bears. I'm Elizabeth Riley with Act Locally News, and I'll see you next time.
You bet. Thank you very much for doing this week, and it's been great. I've had fun doing this with you.
Absolutely.
But we're not done yet, because this is the highlight as we wrap things up. Urban Air is great. We appreciate you coming in, Coleman, but this is where we take you off the business stage or the activity stage, and we put you in the spotlight. You have a joke for us today.
I do. It's been a long time preparing this one, so
You're starting off really well. I love it.
In the sense of community,
yes,
up here, how does a vampire like his Be Kind coffee?
Do you have any idea?
I'm curious.
I don't know. Kevin?
I hope this goes well for Be Kind.
Me too.
Well, we either keep them or we lose them. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Long pause for effect.
Yes.
decaffeinated. Yeah, came up with that on my own.
Wow. That one was good.
I love it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Tell your dad I said hi to
I will,
man.
yeah. Thank y'all so much
great.
for having me.
And Urban Air, plenty of things to do no matter how old you are, even if you're like me and you have bad knees, you can still go out and have a great time and take the grandkids, take the kids, take the class. They'll take care of you at Urban Air. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
You bet. Not a problem. On the way, we've got music coming up on the stage right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. That is coming up, and we've got that with Anna Phillips. Not far from right now, coming up as we take a break, and we'll have music on the other side right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
For You Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with For You Health. Visit foryouhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4youhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com.
We're back once again right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Zack Owen Show Live. As we were talking about Be Kind Coffee a few minutes ago. If you haven't stopped by to get your coffee this morning, you can do that. Make sure you take your podcasts wherever you go that you're tuned in. Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue till 6 today. If you need a little hit in a little afternoon, make sure you stop by. If you have things going on this weekend, start there 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday morning. And you can find out more at BeKindCoffeeCrew.com. All right. Anna Phillips, welcome in. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for doing this. Now, I know you're not the first-timer here. You've been here before.
Yes, I've been here a few times.
And that's very cool. And just in passing, we found out that you're here until you go back to Belmont in Nashville.
Yes, I leave next Saturday. Or this coming Saturday, I guess.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So are you studying music there?
I'm music business. Yes.
So all right. Very good.
A little bit of everything, but it's a good.
All right. I love that. How long have you been playing?
Since I was like 11, but I've been singing since I was little, so it's just, I just picked up the guitar for the first time when I was 12, and then I started competing in different things. And one of the first things I competed in was with Zack, so it was really cool.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so Zack is kind of the one that pushed you.
Yes, he's definitely the one that, because I actually played, I got up there, little 12-year-old me with my guitar, and I played 3 songs, and I beat my uncle's band by 1 point, and I won the whole thing, and it was so awesome. But it was the first time that I really knew that I wanted to do this, and I give Zack the credit for that, yeah.
Very cool. A mentor.
Yes, he's awesome.
Yes, he is. And again, Zack, we know you're having a good time, but thank you for letting me come in for a little bit and kind of help you get away from things like that. All right, so started when you were young, singer and songwriter?
Yes, I started writing, I guess, when I was 12, when I started playing guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Songs you write, or I ask a lot of songwriters. Lyrics, melody, where do you start?
It depends. Sometimes I get the lyrics first, but honestly, on days that I'm like not feeling inspired, I'll just sit and like pick until something really feels like what I like. And then once I got that, then I kind of just roll with it. I get a lot of my ideas from TikTok, actually. Like I'll see videos and I screenshot it, and I'm like, that could be a song.
Social media and things like that. Do you record things? You just pick up your phone and record things so you have it there?
Yeah, I record every time I write a song. I record it on voice memos so that I remember how it goes. But I record a lot of my stuff on social media, yeah.
You know, younger songwriters, I don't want to say you have it better or easier, but years ago, it was wake up in the middle of the night, write something down, and then when you wake up later that morning, what do you have to do? Decipher your bad handwriting. So, you know, Friends in Low Places was Ex-Wives in Low Places originally.
I didn't know that.
No, that's not true.
I didn't know that.
You're too young. She bought into that. I shouldn't have done that. Kevin, I threw that one right over the plate, didn't I? Yeah, sorry. Okay. Let's start off with some music and get things going on the stage today, Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Anna Phillips, looking forward to it. What you going to play for us?
I'm going to cover Kelsey Ballerini's Love Me Like You Mean It.
I love it. That's a great song. Great song.
Shoot you straight up, show me what you made of. I don't have time to waste on the boys that are playing the games and leaving the girls crying out in the rain. So tell me, baby, do you got what it takes? If you're gonna hold me like I'm leaving. If you're gonna kiss me like you need it. Baby, if you're not, you best get to leaving. If you're gonna love me like you mean it. If you're gonna talk, you better walk it. If you wanna keep me like you've lost it. If you're gonna say it, make me believe it. If you're gonna love me, boy, love me like you mean it. Yeah. Oh, hey, I've had my share of losers, liars and users, looking for a heart to break. So if you're like that, then take a step back, 'cause I don't have time to waste on the boys that are playing the games and leaving the girls crying out in the rain. So tell me, baby, are you just crazy or crazy over me? If you're gonna hold me like I'm leaving. If you're gonna kiss me like you need it. Baby, if you're not, you best get to leaving. If you're gonna love me like you mean it. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk it. If you wanna keep me like you've lost it. If you're gonna say it, make me believe it.
Anna Phillips right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill on the Zack Owen Show Live. Terry Hunt sitting in for Zack, and we're glad to have you back. I'm sorry I missed you the first time.
Thank y'all for having me. I love coming and playing. It's fun.
Do you enjoy playing like just acoustic, or do you have a band sometimes with you as well?
I've played with a band one time, and that was after that competition that I won with Zack. But other than that, I haven't played with a band. But it's definitely more fun to play with a band. But
Is it really?
I enjoy it.
Because everything is on you without a band.
Yeah. It's a little more stressful just sitting with your guitar, but I like it too because I can focus on my vocals if I'm with a band.
All right, very cool, very cool. Now you mentioned songwriter. Kevin's heard me do this with everybody we've talked to. You know where I'm going, right? Do you remember the very first song you wrote?
Yes, I do. I wrote, I guess it would have been 12. My cousin that I was super close with left to go to college, and I wrote her song when she left, and I distinctly remember sitting down and writing it, and then I sent it to her, and I was like, I can't believe you're leaving me. And that was the first song that I ever fully wrote by myself.
Were you proud of it? Are you still proud of it?
I was pretty proud of it. I haven't played it in a while. I'd still be pretty proud of it just because it's my first song that I ever wrote.
Well, we always ask people that, and we always find out that either it wasn't a very good song or they didn't want to remember it for some reason. But this one had a little different meaning for you.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Can you do part of that for us? Do you remember it enough to do?
I don't know if I remember it.
I know, putting you on the spot, I hate to do that, but I'm just curious because how about this? Have you seen your songwriting progress since those times?
Oh, 100%. When I went to school this last year, I wrote a song every day. And so my writing's gotten a lot better since I was 12, for sure.
Now, see, that's so odd to me because the old Nashville way of doing it was you go to a songwriter session and you have to methodically come up with this, and social media has opened up the doors for songwriters and singers so much that you'll put out how many songs on social media a year?
Depends. I have quite a few on there right now, but they're just random little, because I don't have anything released yet, because I don't want to release anything, just me and my guitar.
Right, but what I'm getting is it's so easy to put so many on there as opposed to, some of these artists will work a year for an album, which 10, 11 songs.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And doing these over and over and putting 2 or 3 songs a week, it just blows me away that there's
wild.
That much music coming out right now.
Yeah, it's wild.
Do you have anybody that you remember growing up and watching? You were talking about the band and the family some, but who do you remember growing up and seeing perform?
Well, I know on my mom's side of the family, actually on both sides of the family, my uncle and my grandpa both play, so I've grown up watching them. And then on the other side of the family, they all sing in church, so I've watched them. But when I was little, I loved Taylor Swift, and I got to go see her at her Speak Now tour, I think. And that was the first big show that I went to, and it was awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, Taylor was around when I was working in Pittsburgh, PA. She was just a little girl coming by and talking
crazy.
about things. So yeah, she's been. I've known her since she was little bitty.
It's crazy.
Little bitty, and I know not everybody wants to grow up and be Taylor Swift, but she opened a lot of doors for younger female singers, songwriters.
Yeah, she definitely did. Because I think, and honestly, I learned about her. We talked about her in one of my classes. She wasn't vocally, they told her that she wasn't going to do well enough, that it would be her writing. And so she had to go in and take lessons to get to where vocally she could sing when she was writing like she wanted to.
Her range has changed so much. Before early stuff was the range was like this.
Yes.
And now
sure.
it's really expanded up and down. So very cool. Now, how about something else for us? What have you got next?
I actually have an original that I'm going to play. So this
All
is
right.
perfect.
Well, where did this one come from? Let's talk about that.
I wrote this one about, honestly, I've only been in 2 relationships, and this one was kind of a mixture of both of them. Basically, it's just about how I could go find someone else, but that guy will never be able to find another girl that could stay. And I said that out loud, and then I was like, oh, that could be a really good song. And so I sat down and wrote it. And this is the first song that I'm really actually proud of, that I really love.
Very good. All right. This is Anna Phillips on the stage, Backyard Bar Stage and Grill with us today.
Praise the Lord, you're finally gone. Took your name out of my phone, and I haven't looked back, not for a should have done it a long time ago. Mama said I was crazy and you were no good, but you made me think I was in love. Was it hard for you to tell the truth, or just easy to lie? The memories of me and you kept me up so many nights, and I don't know why I ever cried over a guy who couldn't love me right. So go ahead and walk away, 'cause I can find another guy, but you'll never find another girl that'll stay. Making plans and canceling last minute, but always having some convenient excuse and telling me I was the only girl you'd ever needed. Sick to think that I was only 17. Was it hard for you to tell the truth, or just easy to lie? The memories of me and you kept me up so many nights, and I don't know why I ever cried over a guy who couldn't love me right. So go ahead and walk away, 'cause I can find another guy, but you'll never find another girl that'll stay. Well, it was hard at first to see, and I really do hope you're happy wherever you are and wherever you're at, 'cause that's not my problem anymore. Was it hard for you to tell the truth, or just easy to lie? The memories of me and you kept me up so many nights, and I don't know why I ever cried over a guy who couldn't love me right. So go ahead and walk away, 'cause I can find a better man, but you'll never find another girl that'll stay. No, she won't stay.
At the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Anna Phillips. So, you listen to songs, and Zach being in radio and me being in radio in the past and seeing so many acoustic sets and guitar pulls. Do broken hearts make better songs?
I find it easier to write sad songs. I find it way easier to write songs that, like, I'm sad about, that are, like, broke my heart, and now I can write this good song, but
Is it the emotions?
I think so. I would say so. Because I feel like it's way easier to, like, write something like that than something, like, super upbeat, and I don't know.
I guess as a songwriter, that's kind of a way to release the emotions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. That's how, when I wrote that song, that was the first time that I really ever was, like, brokenhearted, and I sat down and wrote that, and I was like, oh, well, that was kind of fun, and it was therapeutic. So
you're not looking for broken hearts to have big songs, though, are you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, I'd like to find somebody that would break my heart. I need to write a song. That's yeah. But happy songs, do you get to as many of those, or uplifting songs as well?
I try to write as many as I can. It's just way harder for me. It's way harder for me to write something like that, which is probably bad. But it's fine.
You don't seem to be a sad person to me.
No, for the most part, I'm not, which is what's funny. I don't know.
Do you have magic hooks that you are saving for the right song at this point?
I have a couple that I really, really like, and then I have a few songs that I think could be really good that just need some help. So, yeah, I have some things that I've saved that I really love. But
Very good. You're going to play and stay with us for a while, correct?
Yes.
Let's take a break right now and thank some of the people that are making it all possible for us to be here, including our friends at Mike's Car Care Auto Repair. These guys have been around a while, and of course, they will help you. We, again, are in this hot weather, and that may mean it puts a little more strain on the vehicle. So maybe you need a tune-up, minor repairs, they'll take care of it. If it's even as serious as transmission work, they will do that. Mike's Car Care, they're on Sanger Avenue here in Waco. Easy to find, but if you would like to call and check out and get more information, maybe go ahead and set up that appointment to get the vehicle in. 254-732-1202. You see it right there on the screen. If you're just listening to a podcast, just search Mike's Car Care, and they will take care of you. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you helping out with the Zack Owen Show Live. Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, back in a moment.
Hi, my name's Erica, and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on their screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. With our feature called Popple Direct, you can pop one of your links directly. I turned Direct on for Instagram. Now when I pop someone's phone, it opens directly to my Instagram. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
Welcome to Market XLS, your all-in-one Excel solution for investors. Designed as an enterprise-grade platform, Market XLS caters to investment managers, registered investment advisors, asset managers, financial analysts, option traders, and individual investors alike. We kickstart your journey with AI and an automatic spreadsheet. Market XLS is your gateway to intelligent, secure, and efficient investment management and research. Book your free demo.
Welcome to Kit Bag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, we've got your team's colors running through our veins. From official replica kits to custom player prints of your favorite stars like Ronaldo, Messi, and Kane, Kit Bag is your one-stop shop for all things football. Powered by Fanatics, we deliver to over 180 countries, ensuring you get the gear you need fast. For true football passion, think Kit Bag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's kitbag.com. Kit Bag. For 75 years, Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. No gimmicks, just durable, well-designed bottles built to last. Join us on our mission to amplify life, not complicate it. Because at Nalgene, what goes into our bottles matters as much as the adventures they fuel. Explore more at nalgene.com. That's NALGENE.com. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com.
Back here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, Zack Owen Show Live. Zack off on the 45th trip of the travel club that he and Jim did for so many years, and he'll be rolling back in a week from this coming Monday. Brian Brown's going to be sitting in.
He did send me a video. I'll have it ready on Monday.
Okay, all right, good. So I'll have to tune in to make sure I can see what he's doing. I've been enjoying the pictures. Why is it all of his pictures are bars? Why are all of his pictures in bars? We'll move on from that. Anna Phillips with us. Thank you for being here and playing this morning. This is probably one of the favorite things that I get to do that I did in radio was having people play, and I really enjoy just talking to artists and finding out things about them and listening to the tunes. How can people stay up with what you're doing?
So I have an Instagram and a TikTok, and they're the same. It's Anna__Grace__music, and that's Instagram and TikTok that I'm on.
Do you have a stage name other than what we call you?
I go by Anna Grace is what I normally tell people. That's like my music stuff, just so that when I get married one day, it won't be like whole last name thing, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And songwriter and singer, what's your first love of the two?
Probably singing.
Okay.
I struggle with songwriting. It is fun and I love it, but I don't know. It's easier for me to just get up and sing something. And it's kind of stressful to write your own stuff and perform it in front of people because it's really vulnerable.
Do you write by yourself most of the time, or do you have a co-writer sometimes?
Yeah, for the most part, I write alone. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and co-written with someone, which would be good for me to do. I plan on doing it. One of the girls that I'm living with next semester writes songs, and so I'm hoping that we'll be able to sit down and co-write stuff.
So when you're in Nashville, do you get to tour around and watch people play and just kind of maybe take notes at times?
I did a lot of like different seat filler company things, and so I got to work like the People's Choice Country Awards and stuff like that. And seeing from like behind the scenes and watching and learning from people has definitely been awesome being in Nashville for sure.
And that's the education you get that from Belmont, but being in Nashville is just an extension of your learning.
100%, yeah.
Very cool. What you gonna play for us now? Let's get back to the music. I don't want to ramble the whole time and waste it. I want to hear some of the tunes.
I'm gonna cover Dolly Parton actually. This is Jolene.
Wait, hold on for a second. Did I read this somewhere? Did you hear? And I hope it's true. It's on social media. Dolly and Reba touring together.
Oh,
now,
I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah, you're checking on it, right? You're looking at it.
Yeah.
But I saw that on social media this morning. What's it called? It's like the last tour or something.
Oh, that would be
But
epic.
how cool would that be?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, anyway, okay, all right. Now, Jolene.
Yes.
Anna Phillips.
One last ride tour, 2026.
That is
One
awesome.
last ride?
Yep.
Okay. Will they do commercials promoting it at Dollywood? Would that not be the way to do that on one of her big roller coasters?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both of them on there. She'd lose her wig. But anyway.
What? She doesn't have a wig.
Oh, no, that's all real.
Well, yeah.
Everything is real.
Everything is real. Everything.
Sorry, we digress. Let's get back to what we're supposed to do, which is music with Anna Phillips at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
All right, here's Jolene.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Well, your beauty is beyond compare, flaming locks of auburn hair with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Well, he talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Well, you could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. And I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can.
You, is that like one of the best written songs around?
I love that song. That is a good song.
It really is. Anna Phillips right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. You got the family with you today.
Yes.
Who's the bigger critic of the two? Or maybe the little brother over there is a critic. I mean,
Yeah, that probably would be the better answer. I have two other brothers that they're definitely real good about giving me some feedback.
okay.
Sure. In the best way.
Who then is the biggest supporter in the family of you?
That's a good question. Definitely, my mom does a lot for me when it comes to all this. I always call her my momager. She changed my guitar strings the other day. My dad is obviously supportive of me, but my mom, I would say, is like my biggest fan.
Did you bring all your laundry home for the summer?
I did.
Did you do it, or was it taken care of for you?
Most of the time I did it, but sometimes she got to it before I could. Okay?
Yes. And it was frustrating to leave it 10 days thinking that was going to happen.
Yes, exactly.
So when you are in school and you're studying the music end of things and music business, what has been something you're sitting in a classroom and you're like, oh, this is easy. This is like second nature to me?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of it I've never learned about the back end, so it's been interesting to hear the law side of things and different things like that, like how that actually works and comes into play with copyright and things. But some stuff with copyright I do feel like is common sense. So I don't know. A lot of it's been a lot of things to learn. It's been really awesome.
So when you write something, do you have to go and look to make sure that that's never been done before?
No, so actually when you write it, you actually don't have to register your copyright at all. You can just write it and it's your intellectual property. The only reason that you should register it is when if someone else were to write something just like yours, you'd have to have it registered to go in and sue them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stealing it. There's been a lot of that. And again, in music in all the years, are there still new chords and notes and progressions?
We've talked about that a lot because it's a lot of the same chords that you're using and you're just having to change them around. But I think that's why I feel like a lot of songs now sound pretty similar chord structurally wise. There's some different ones here and there, but I think it's because we all are using the same stuff and just having to fumble with how to make it sound different than everybody else.
Is that though a trend you're seeing in Nashville? I mean, it's kind of cyclical where we'll go to it's kind of this sound for a while and then it'll go back to this sound.
I feel like right now it's the old country vibes is what everybody like. Zack Top I feel like kind of started that trend and now that's kind of coming to the forefront again.
Do you like the traditional sound?
I do like it. I really like it. I love Zack Top. I wanted to go see him, but I didn't get to. But he's really good.
But when you're there in Nashville, do you run across and see these people, or do you get to sit in and maybe get invited to a session or something to watch them?
I haven't gotten. The only time that I've run into them was when I worked the People's Choice Country Awards. I ran into I was having to walk them from the red carpet into the Opry, so that was one of the only times I've really gotten to speak with them one-on-one. It was cool.
Were you fangirling at that point?
Over a few people I was, and they were you have to be calm and act normal. But literally we were sitting outside eating lunch, and Machine Gun Kelly was just over standing sunbathing, and I was like, what is happening right now? It was crazy. It was crazy.
And you will be there soon.
Yes,
you'll be doing that. That's very cool. More songs. Let's play another one this morning.
All right. Well, I'm actually gonna play.
Hang on. We got some kid on his motorcycle.
That was the bass.
Oh, that was
that's the bass.
That was the bass line. Sounded just like a motorcycle. I'm impressed that you could do that with acoustic guitar.
Oh, the other day I was playing outside and there was a train that came by and I was just having to. It was crazy.
You were just playing with the beat with a.
Yes, it was crazy, and they kept doing their horn and stuff, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna try and harmonize with this. Let's go. It was crazy. It was crazy.
All right, now back to the tunes.
Yes, as much as I love country, I did want to show a little bit of variety today, and I love Olivia Rodrigo and her songwriting, so I figured I would play Trader today for y'all.
Very good, very good. On the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Anna Phillips.
to her, maybe did even worse. I kept quiet so I could keep you. Ain't it funny how you ran to her the second that we called it quits? And ain't it funny how you said you were friends? Now it sure don't look like it. You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I heard, yeah, you talked to her when we were together, loved you at your worst, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat, but you were still a traitor. Now you bring her around just to shut me down, show her off like she's a new trophy. And I know if you were true that there's no way that you could fall in love with somebody that quickly. And ain't it funny, all the twisted games, all the questions you used to avoid? And ain't it funny, remember I brought her up and you told me I was paranoid. You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I heard, yeah, you talked to her when we were together, loved you at your worst, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat, but you were still a traitor. Gosh, I wish that you had thought this through before I went and fell in love with you. When she's sleeping in the bed we made, don't you dare forget about the way you betrayed me. 'Cause I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I heard, yeah, you talked to her when we were together. You gave me your word, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. Yeah, you're still a traitor. Gosh, I wish that you had thought this through before I went and fell in love with you.
Backyard Age and Grill, Anna Phillips, and I've kind of picked up that you really are a songwriting fan.
Yes.
You really now, which would bring up a question when you're with your friends that are not music oriented, and you're tuned into the radio or a podcast or some place to get your Spotify or something like that. Are you critiquing songs when you hear lyrics and you don't listen to it with other people going, just shut up, let me hear the song?
Sometimes it depends on what I'm doing, but I feel like the people that I hang out with for the most part have good music taste, so it is like, it's nice to be around people like that because we all listen to the same stuff for the most part. But there are certain things where I'm like, dang, like I wish they would have used this word or something, like where it would just lock in better. But other than that, for the most part, I try to just
Try to be a fan?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, I did, and you can ask any old radio guy, Zach included, that when we would go somewhere and be tuning into a radio, we turn the music down, and we turn the talk up because we were like, oh, well, this guy's a jerk. What's he saying this for? So we never listened to music. It was always the other jocks.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. You're going to be headed to Nashville when?
On Saturday, I think Saturday, yeah, Saturday or Sunday.
Do you have any time to play locally before you leave, or is that kind of wrapped up now?
I wrapped that up last weekend. I had 3 shows, in one weekend. It was crazy, but it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you come back like during? Do you get booked when you come back for holidays and things like that? Do you try to get something to play?
Yes, I try to get something to play. I come back in October for sure, and I have like a 5-day break, and I always try to book something then.
Is the managers over here take care of that for you?
Yeah, they help out a little bit for sure.
Okay, so you don't actually have a manager yet?
No, I do not. No, I let my mom over there help me when I need it.
Okay, because then there's no commissions.
Exactly. This is a true statement.
You keep it in the family as long as possible.
Yes.
Was it you could stay on the insurance till what, 26? Stay on that. Stay on that with management as long as you can.
Hey, for sure.
Have her booking your shows, and you don't have to pay any fees. I love that. That's so cool. Again, before we take a break and do a couple of things, remind everybody how they can find out more about you and keep up with what's going on.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Anna__Grace__music.
Very cool. Yes. And we'll be bidding you adieu coming up very soon. We're going to miss you. When you get back in October, make sure you come by and say hi.
Yes, I definitely will.
Very cool, very cool. We're going to celebrate some birthdays now. And we've had fun with birthdays this week because some of them you may not even know who they are. And it's just because you've been in a sheltered time. All right? Born on this date, 1921, a classic of country music from the 50s, Webb Pierce. Ring a bell? Okay. 1932, great country music singer, songwriter with a little hard time to talk, Mel Tillis. Okay. We're striking out here.
I know.
Okay. 1937, a great actor. What was your favorite Dustin Hoffman movie, Kevin?
Oh, Rain Man, I think.
Rain Man?
Yeah.
Tootsie, the Fuckers, all of the ones. I like the funny ones.
Although, until they came out with the fourth one, I said that Kung Fu Panda was the best animated trilogy.
Yeah.
And then they ruined it with the fourth one.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Dustin Hoffman, you know him?
Maybe.
Shifu.
Okay.
Not sure.
Shifu.
Oh, then yes.
Master
yes,
Shifu.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
Or Tootsie.
No, she wouldn't get that one. Nope.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Scott Stapp from Creed, 73 is born. So he's celebrating a birthday. NSYNC. Were you an NSYNC fan growing up? Did you have any of that when you were younger, those posters on the wall?
No,
That's
I didn't.
probably before her time.
Still? Okay. 1976, JC with NSYNC.
Yep.
Was he one of the favorites, or?
Yeah, he was like the second guy to JT.
The
Justin
second.
Timberlake. Yeah.
The second guy.
Well, I recently saw something about Joey Fatone said, "I'm the second most successful guy at NSYNC, and I do Bosley hair removal."
I love it. I was in Nashville once, and we were doing the seminar and things like that, and there was some kind of, I don't know what we were doing, some kind of a gambling thing, and Lance Bass came by from that era and sat by me, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "Good." And he goes, "How are you?" And he was milking me to go, "Hey, man, I'm a big fan." And I'm like, "Yeah, good to see you. Thanks." You don't mind if I go ahead and move over here to get a beer? 1981, Roger Federer. This guy has won how many tennis tournaments?
So much.
So many in Wimbledon as well.
Yeah, he might be the most winning tennis player ever.
I think so. I think at this point, yeah. And finally, a birthday today, 1998, Shawn Mendes.
Okay, yeah.
We saved the best for last.
That's how it goes.
Treat You Better, Nothing Holding Me Back. Fans of those songs?
I never really got into his phase. I listened to a few of his stuff, but I never became like a.
All right. Well, I'm just glad we found one that.
She knew. Yep. We got it.
Yes. These older ones.
Yep.
I played Mel Tillis on the radio. Yeah. Look, she's like, "Man, you are an old guy." Zach played Mel Tillis on the radio. Okay. I will tell you, Zach played his first hit on the radio. No. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. We've got more tunes coming up from Anna Phillips here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill and the Zack Owen Show live. Sports on the way with Zach coming up, too. Not that Zach, but another Zach, and we'll take care of that coming up.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The #1 thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated with style and durability. You can trust Tervis tumblers to keep your drinks the perfect temperature, hot or cold, for hours. From the classic insulated tumblers to sleek stainless steel water bottles, each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Since our founding, we've been revolutionizing hair removal with cutting-edge technology and a commitment to empowerment. The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. Experience the future of hair removal today at ulike.com, because at U-Like, beauty is about looking and feeling good. That's ulike.com, U-Like. With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects, featuring 468 natural AI voices. Customize the volume, mood, and pauses to perfectly match your content. Plus, capture high quality videos with no watermark. Record your screen, webcam, and voice, and save them instantly to your computer. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Just use AMPACE.
The Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zack Owen Show live. Terry Hunt going to be wrapping things up for my time this week, and I've really had a great time. Zack, of course, trip number 45. He's off to the Mediterranean area. We'll be back to more music with Anna Phillips coming up, but right now it's time to talk sports and get set for the Pete Sousa Show, which is coming up at about 10. And Zack is with us, and to make sure I can hear all of the amazing sports talk that's going on, let me go ahead and get these headphones on. So, Zack, welcome into the Zack Owen Show live. And let's talk sports.
Yes, sir. I'm doing well this morning. How are you?
Alive and well, and ready to wrap it all up, you know? But
yes, sir. No, I totally get that. And that is kind of how, I think that we're all kind of feeling, getting ready to wrap it up, put a bow on it. But we do have some sports talk to kind of get into and dive into more before we do that. Pete is on the road today, but that does not mean that we do not have a chock-full show of things to get to. It's very Cowboys heavy today. If you missed it throughout the week, Pete got a chance to visit with legendary Cowboys broadcaster Brad Sham.
Oh, yeah. Brad's a great guy. Yes.
Oh, absolutely great. I mean, he's been doing it forever, and he's just absolutely great. And he, talked to Pete for about half an hour earlier this week. So we're going to sticking with the Cowboys team. Also a visit with Matt Mosley, who's been covering the Cowboys forever. He was out at Oxnard, in Oxnard for Cowboys training camp as well. And so breaking down and talking to him about what he saw there. And they also visited with, Coach Schottenheimer and Stephen Jones and all the people out there too. So very Cowboys heavy episode to get you ready for the weekend.
There was a rumor floating around now, and Scotty will tell you, we opened up every day talking about Micah Parsons. And I swore that I wouldn't do it yesterday. We talked about injuries in the NFL. But there was some talk. Was there a meeting between Jerry and Micah that I heard that was 3 or 4 hours long the other night?
See, I haven't heard. That's the thing, is there's so much. By the time, I can tell you this, when because I was around when they interviewed Steven on Wednesday. As of Wednesday, there had been nothing. And they were not going to talk about it out in the open. They were not going to, that's not how they negotiated. And then it seems all day, yesterday I hear different things about that too. I don't know for sure, what's what. I just kind of have to wait and see, because it's very interesting to me also with this whole situation of how the two different sides of, the same front office play it, where Steven, who essentially might be the heir apparent to take over the Cowboys afterwards, doesn't want to talk about business, doesn't want to put it out there. And it seems like Jerry is also willing to sit there and just talk about everything that's happened, and that, we're going to talk about this, we're going to do that. I don't know where we sit right now. I can't see that this would last too long without some sort of conversation between the two.
Very good. We'll find out more and keep up with it with the Pete Souza show coming up at about 10. Jerry has never met a microphone he didn't like. So you can enjoy sports talk coming up at about 10 o'clock. Staying up with the Cowboys. And as a Cowboy fan, it can be so frustrating to listen to this. But, I think Cowboys thrive in chaos in the last 10 to 12 years.
I think, no, absolutely. I think that for some, it has to drive the fan base crazy, but I would think that this is, it's a new norm. It's how they know how to operate. I think that maybe if everything was going well and everybody's healthy, we know exactly what we're doing at X, Y, and Z, that things wouldn't, you wouldn't be able to, what am I saying? They wouldn't be able to have a grasp of, hey, this is what we're going to do next kind of thing. I think you're right. They strive in the chaos. They have, Jerry Jones has a documentary, I say him, the whole Cowboys do, for Netflix. I think, was that this week, next week, that's coming out, that they're going to be in the spotlight for all that. They love being there. And I think, like you said, if he wasn't, then maybe that's more of a concern, and they don't know what to do with that.
That's why I have my Cowboy frame upside down on my license plate, because that means America's in stress if the flag is upside down. Cowboys are in stress when the plate frame is upside down. Zach, thank you very much. We'll catch up with you on sports next week. And say hi to Pete when you see him, and y'all have a good show coming up in just a few minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's get back to the music. Anna Phillips with us. Thank you very much. We talked on sports for a couple of minutes, but you really don't have time or anything to get into a lot of it in Nashville.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot of sports watching since I moved, but I did go to a Preds game, and that was pretty awesome.
Hockey fan. I went to a hockey game there a long time ago, and it was like a holdover game, and the fight started as soon as the puck dropped.
Yes, it was crazy.
Yes, awesome. All right. Tunes. Let's try to squeeze a couple more in here for us. What have you got?
Well, I'm actually going to play another original. This is called What You Had.
All right, very good. It's Anna Phillips right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill.
Love walk away. Now you're calling me and begging me back. You wanted me to leave until I didn't stay. You don't know it's love until it's gone. You don't know it's dark till the lights turn on. You don't know it's good until it's bad. You never want what you got but need what you had. Drove out of town, left me in the dust, swore you'd never come back. till the lights turn on. You don't know it's good until it's bad. You never want what you got but need. You don't know it's love until it's gone. You don't know it's dark till the lights turn on. You don't know it's good until it's bad. You never want what you got but need what you had. And you'll climb and climb, then I wanna be right where you've been.
Our Stage and Grill. Zack Owen Show live. Anna Phillips on the stage. Setting in for Zach, Terry Hunt. I want to do a quick thank you for everybody for welcoming into your podcast or your social media, wherever you're getting this. Thank you for letting me sit in with him and have a little fun. Back on the microphone. It's been a while, so it's been fun. And it's always great to get to hear new music, and I love that. Thank you very much, Anna, for being here.
Thank y'all for having me.
And I know that you need to come back when you get back on the break.
Yes.
Songwriting, I'm going to throw this at you. You speak so passionately about what Zach did. Why don't you come up with a Zach song?
Okay, so I should actually write a song for him. That would be a good idea.
And debut it when you're back here again, and don't
Yes.
tell him anything about it.
Yes. Hey, I might have to. I bombed him with, I was in NHS in high school, and I randomly sent him a text, and I was like, hey, I'm honoring someone. Do you want to come honor it? Do you want to come be honored? And he was like, yeah. And so he did get honored at that, and I had to wrote a whole speech for him and everything. It was awesome.
Very cool. Will you do a favor and take us to the top of the hour and take us home?
Yes, I will.
Thank you again for letting me come in, and the music is great. Anna, thank you. It's great meeting you and the family, and I hope to see more of you in the future.
Yes, for sure. I'm
Thanks.
excited. Thank y'all. Well, I'm going to close this out with The Climb by Miley Cyrus from my favorite movie, the Hannah Montana movie. I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes they knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb.